best thing that you've done is you maintain a 4.0 the entire time of your high school and college career. Can you speak on just the academics?
Yeah, academics were just it's funny because my parents were never super on me about doing my homework and stuff. I've always been kind of independent with that because I just took so much pride in my grades, I guess you can say, and my work ethic in school. Like work ethic, not only just it's on the court, but it's also just in the classroom as well. And then it's important to have I also think it's important to have that work ethic so then your professors are like this person cares. And then that's how you build rapport with your professors. And then that's how you get the good letters of recs. There's so it's a domino effect with the stuff.
Can you just speak on just the importance for people out there of getting the good grades and maintaining the 4.0, because a lot of people out there, they're oh god dang man, I got workouts and I got homework, I got class, and what you maintain the 4.0, to do that you had to put real effort into your academics. And can you just speak on the work school balance?
Yeah, I think it's super important. Time management is huge. You gotta find your priorities. And one thing my parents told me that always stuck with me throughout college was that anywhere I go, it's a business trip. At the end of the day, yes, you want to have fun, but you gotta do the work first before you can have the fun. So it's when you manage that time, it's okay, I'm gonna do my work early. So then Friday, Saturday comes around, I can have a little bit of fun, chill out, you know what I mean? But if I don't do that work early, then I'm stressing Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Right.
It's all about your priority. And some people don't think academics in school is a priority, but it's just as important as your basketball IQ, any of that stuff, because it just shows what kind of person you are. And at the end of the day, yes, C's get degrees. But if someone asked, hey, what was that GPA? You'd be like, and it's a 2.5, they'd be like, oh, okay. Rather than someone saying oh, it's a 4.0, they'd be like, oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Difference. There's a difference for sure. So yeah, it's anything you do, all of this is just building yourself at the end of the
Yeah, and when
day.
you take a pic, I like the way you pose a special way. Can deal with petty shit, I never let drama get in the way. And you can deal with none of your problems, cause you rather run away. It hurts the most when your family tend to be your biggest pain.
Welcome back to another episode of Fast Break Focus. Today we have a very special guest. We have Taylor Pilot. Taylor Pilot is a 5'5" guard from Fresno, California, who recently concluded her senior season at University of Alaska at Fairbanks. In the 2024-2025 season, she played in 23 games. Starting in 22, she averaged 8.2 points, 4.5 rebounds, and led the team with 80 assists and 56 steals. Before joining the Nanooks, Taylor played at Cal State. Cal State? What city is that?
It's interlock.
Okay, gotcha. Where she earned all CCAA honors and was recognized for her academic excellence, including Dr. Hall Chavnosky Memorial Award. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Off the court, Taylor is known for her community involvement in Fairbanks and her commitment to academics, majoring in business administration. Taylor's leadership and tenacity have made her a player to watch, and her journey reflects dedication that has defined women's basketball. Welcome to Fast Break Focus, Taylor Pilot. How's it going?
Good, good, good.
Was that good for you? Did I get everything in there?
I Yeah, you got most of it. That was pretty good.
So, so first off, how are you? How are things now that basketball stopped for you?
Things are good. I've focused a lot on just finishing school up, and then I'm working a few jobs right now just to save up some money. But things are good.
We're definitely gonna talk about that, but because I looked up a bunch of stuff about that. But first I just want to get into really your basketball journey. Where did your love for the game start?
It started around third grade, fourth grade. my dad introduced me to the game, and I think like just spending that quality time with him made me start loving the game more and more, and just having that being able to just go on trips with him and just kind of build our relationship through the game kind of just made me love the game even more. And then I got to a point where I was like, you know, I kind of want to try this out more, like more competitively. And then it just kind of went from there. And yeah,
Right. So, was he a coach? Was he a player?
he played high school and then some junior college, I think, somewhere in San Diego. I can't remember.
Right.
But he didn't coach me as much just because we kind of butted heads a lot. But he was more just like my trainer for a while.
Right. And just when did the game sort of click for you? When was it like, okay, I'm a little bit better than the people around me?
Ooh, honestly, maybe like sixth grade, I would say.
Hmm.
I think that's when I kind of realized my strengths more is like my speed. And then, just some weaknesses was like my height and just kind of like finding ways how to like combat being short playing the game. But I think sixth grade would probably be that turning point in going into middle school.
Right. And I read this somewhere. You can confirm this. You were 5'5",
Okay.
but you were defensive player of the year twice in high school.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
God dang it. Speak
I
on
take
that.
huge I take huge pride in defense. There's some things that you're just like being short, you gotta, capitalize on other things. And that defense was just one of those things that it's like you don't have to be as skilled to play defense, I guess. Like it's all about heart and effort. And, I just never wanted a coach to be like, oh, they didn't work hard, especially on the defensive side. So I was like, you know what? Let's lock some people down. And it's so fun locking people up. Like it is the best thing to do.
They get
I
so
swear.
frustrated. It's like, what's wrong with me today?
Yeah, exactly.
So, just what's your defensive style? If you had to describe your defensive style, what would you say, or who would you compare it to?
Um, I think I would say my defensive style is probably definitely aggressive. I'm going for the steals like most of the time. There's someone that I can't think of the NBA player's name, but he's like viral for this one video where he's like going back and forth,
Colin
like
Sexton,
from
yeah,
like
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that I think when I think of him, I think of me. So it's
Right.
like
Do you got
that
do
would,
you get the
that would be it.
crazy eyes like him too?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you talk trash out there at all?
No, I don't. I let my game speak. But if someone were to talk to me, I'll finish it. But I never start it.
Speak a little bit of because you are somebody that gets up in it. You like you said, your aggressive style of defense. Can you speak on just and I hate to call it cattiness, but this the cattiness of women's basketball. How you ladies are not scared to talk that junk. You guys are not scared to walk that walk. Can you just speak on just the overall toughness of women's basketball?
Yeah, a lot of people just don't think that women's basketball is tough, but I mean, people are always talking out there. Like someone's always saying something, no matter what it is. Like you wouldn't think so, but yeah, there's been multiple times where people have said stuff to me out of their frustration. So then, like, if they talk to me, I'm going to talk back. So then it
Right.
just ends up in this like little cat fight, and it's entertaining.
Right.
It's so fun. Um, and at the end of the day, it's just like what's on the court is on the court, and nothing leaves off the court. But yeah, it's tough out there sometimes.
Yeah. I know that's right. So, I read somewhere, was this mistake? You was a state champion too?
I was league. We were league champs in high school.
Okay, speak on that. What is the league champion?
So basically, for our high school, you play like different schools in your like division, I guess you
Hmm.
could say. And out of all those schools, it's a league, and it's like the top of the league for my city. And so it was me and another school. We became like co-league champions, and they were like the reigning like champs
Hmm.
basically. So then senior year down, and we were like, man, like we got to beat them at least once. And so
Right.
we finally got that up, and finally like, yeah, it was such a good feeling. Yeah.
I know that's right. So speak on just Bay Area ball because everybody hears about it. That first off, are you a Warriors fan?
Oh, well, I'm a Warriors fan. I'm more of a diehard Steph Curry fan. Let's
Okay,
say that.
okay, gotcha. So you really grew up in that. So you speak on just that Bay Area ball.
Um, well, like Fresno, I wouldn't consider it the Bay Area as much. But just playing in the Bay a lot, I would say Bay Area like feisty,
Hmm.
definitely talks a lot. Like that's when it gets chatty out there.
So what?
But I
So if
think the
I'm mistaken because I always assumed that Fresno was in the Bay Area. So where would you consider it?
Oh, Fresno is more like Central Valley. It's its own like separate thing.
Gotcha. Well, speak on Fresno. Speak on your city. Speak on with the valley.
Okay, the Valley, like, I mean, growing up, it wasn't anything like too crazy. Like, it was still in popularity mode. Like, it was still like on the incline, I guess you could say. But I would say Fresno ball's like it's getting tougher and tougher by the minute. Like, I would compare Fresno ball. Like, speaking on my city, I would say Fresno ball is better than area ball in terms
Talk
of
your
just
junk
like
then.
feist.
Yeah. Talk your junk.
Terms of feistiness, like toughness, skills, like I don't know, especially since with like Jalen Green too, and like giving back to the community as well. I think
Mhm.
that's also helped the like skill level of Fresno as well. So yeah.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Shout your city. I know that's right. So, just a little bit. We transition. I'm transitioning a little bit into going into college. What made CSU the place for you? And who else? What other places
Um,
were looking at you?
I had a few. I would say like my senior year recruiting, I didn't do the greatest job in the whole recruiting process my senior year. But I had like Menlo. There was some other schools like D2 in Maine or something like that. But I think CSU Stanislaus was a fit for me personally because I meshed well with the coach and the players as well when I went on my visit. And it was closer to home, so I think it gave a little peace of mind for me and my parents as well to be like, oh, we can still like come to your games and see you play and all that rather than me being so far away where it's
Hmm.
like they just have to completely watch online.
Right. And how far away is it from Fresno?
Stanislaus was like an hour and a half, two
Oh
hours
yeah, you can
tops.
still go get home and get good home cooked make cooked food.
Oh
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was going back.
Yeah. I know. Just speak on the support of your family. You have two. Did I read? You have two brothers?
Yeah, I have two older brothers.
Okay, and just speak on just your family and the support of staying home because, like you said, you want to stay home and for your family, and just speak on the support of them.
Yeah. Um, I would say my just like supports it. Sorry, give me my family. My family is my hugest support system. My mom, like, she gets me through like every day, like any
Right.
struggles I have, any stress I have, like she's the first immediate call. Like, and then my dad, he just gets me through anything basketball related. Like it, like he's helped me grow in basketball so many ways, and like just going back home and having that kind of reset from Stanislaus, like it kind of helped me continue going, I guess you could say as well.
Right. So, did growing up in the house with two brothers did that help your game at all? It definitely helps you with your feistiness. If you know if you
Oh
guys grew up
yeah,
in that, yeah, yeah.
yeah. I
I
would
know the age
say,
gap between them.
yeah. My oldest brother, it's 8 years between my oldest brother and I, and then my other brother is 4 years.
Oh yeah, they would definitely, yeah,
And
yeah, yeah. You was
yeah,
fighting with them.
yeah. I
Yeah,
would
you was fighting with them.
say, they never played basketball. I was kind of the only one that continued sports like more competitively. They kind of just
Hmm.
like play for fun. But I would say they helped me with my toughness and mental toughness for sure because my brothers and I would fight like so much. Like not even just like bickering at each other. Like we would full blown fist fight. Like it was
So
crazy.
any girl on the court was just easy for you because it's like, hey, come on now. I didn't. My brother's 8 years older than me. We didn't. I didn't tussle
Yes.
with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Like I got strong to fight them, not to mess with you. Like,
Right.
come on now.
So, and just going back, shifting gears back into just CSU, um, what it was amazing 4 years for you. I can imagine you stayed all 4 years, and can you just speak on that time there before we jump into Alaska?
Yeah, Stanislaus will always be like one of my forever homes. I've built connections there that and friends and memories made. Like that's something I'll cherish forever. Staying there all 4 years, it helped me really have a community there, I would say. And I I took pride in the loyalty in my commitment to Stanislaus for sure, and they gave back to me just as much as I put into them.
How the heck was you a four-time captain? You came in as a freshman and was
uh,
a captain?
Man, yeah, I guess so. I think my coach just respected me in the sense of like how much like he could see how much I cared about the game and like my work ethic and it all as well. So I think that's what it was.
You got dang right. There's not. I can't count on my hands probably how many freshmen, boys, girls, men, women. It don't matter how many freshmen have come on and was a team captain. That speaks a lot to your leadership. Can you speak on your leadership, please? Like your leadership style. What is it like?
I would say, oof, in the early years, I would say it was very direct and kind of like not caring about your feelings as much, you know what I mean? Because like I'm trying to get what's done, what needs to be
Hmm.
done is done. And I've worked a lot on my patience over the years, so that's like a big thing that my past teammates could probably speak on. It was that I didn't have much patience, but it's a working
Right.
thing. Um, but I would just say I've always led by example and just like you gotta you gotta earn your spot and whatever. And so it's just like they'd be like, dang, Taylor, you're gonna go work out again? And it's like, well, yeah, like I gotta earn the spot. And I mean, good thing I enjoy doing it too. That also helps. But like nothing's guaranteed. So you just gotta keep putting in the effort and then hopefully the results will show.
I know that's right. So the golly, that's very like forward thinking, if you really want to be honest with you. 'Cause there's not many people that have that mentality of, hey, I'm a captain, but I'm still putting in the work. I'm still out here because, like you said, my spot's not guaranteed. As a captain, for a captain to say that, it's like the rest of us, like, I mean, what more can we say if the captain's saying her spot's not guaranteed? God dang it.
Yeah.
So, and so just you go through that time. It was an amazing time I can imagine for you, all 4 years, and then you go to Alaska for your graduate senior year. First off, what the heck made you even consider Alaska? Because I don't know anything about Alaska. Okay, I mean, first to admit, I'm an East Coast baby. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
So what about Alaska?
I think because I went on a visit the summer prior and it was just different experience, I guess. I'm all about like taking in different experiences, traveling the world, like because you never know what's out there. Like maybe I had a point where I was like, man, maybe I really could like live in Alaska, and if I didn't like it, then I could just be like, hey, I lived in Alaska for a year. Not a lot of people can say that, you know what I mean? So I think that was like the biggest thing, because I was like, new experience, new location, new connections. Like, what more could you ask for?
No, that's right. So, what is in Alaska for those of us watching? What is in Alaska? What is your favorite things to do out there?
There's not much to do. Um, I think, oh man, favorite things to do would probably be going to the gym, hooping, uh, going to the movies, and then just like being with my friends. That's like the biggest thing. Like,
So
I've
you're
made
not
such
you
great
wouldn't say
friends
you're an
out here.
adventurous person like hey what's outside of campus? Let's go outside of there and see stuff. Or are you more like a homebody type of person?
I'm like, I would say I'm a good mix of both. Like, I will spontaneously go on a 6 hour drive. Like, we kind of did that the other day. We went to Anchorage, which is like 6, 7 hours away. And we just kind of like explored there. And it's like, I'm an explorer. I will go drive like right now and go
Right.
somewhere and dip. But then, like,
Right.
if I got back and like chill out, then I can chill out as well and just like stay at home for the day.
Right. So what was in Anchorage? What was out there?
Just, man, the biggest thing was the food. Better food, more options. Like,
Right.
that's like, but just more like stores and stuff was another factor.
Right. What's the fan base like for you guys there, Fairbanks?
I would say the Fairbanks community is, it's super strong. Like, everyone is very kind. Like, a lot of people show up to the games, and they root you on. And we have this one like super fan, and he was just always committed, and I loved it. It was the best thing ever.
I know that's right. That's getting clipped, by the way. That's getting clipped. So, just speak on your basketball journey there, because you guys, around 500, didn't you guys?
Hmm?
What was your record this year?
We had, it was not a good one. I
Yeah,
think league we were last in league. It was like 1-11 or something like that. It
yeah,
was tough.
yeah. Just speak on
Yeah.
just going from California a little bit to having some success. Now all of a sudden here, it isn't as well.
Yeah. I would say, um it's definitely rough. It takes a toll mentally, and you kind of just like, you kind of get to a point where it's like, dang, like I kind of put in this work just for nothing to show. And then you have to reach a point where you're kind of like, even if the results don't show, as in like I get a dub, at least I can say I've put in all my effort into this game and done as much as I can, and to like feel that satisfaction, I guess
Right.
you could say. And like, yes, we all want to win, but I think it's also comes down to like, what experiences and lessons did I learn from these losses to help me in future
Right.
games as well.
And I could tell you 111, you learned a lot of lessons. I'll tell you that much. And I ain't gonna put that in
Yeah,
there. Don't worry about that. I ain't gonna put that in
yeah,
there. I ain't
a lot
gonna
of learned a lot of lessons and a lot of things about different people. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. So would you say your overall experience was well at your school? Well, I know it's not done yet, but because you got finals and stuff like that, but your overall experience would be well, you would say?
Yeah, I would say my overall experience as well. I enjoyed my time here, and I've met some great people and some new friends that I can proudly say that are like my bridesmaids at my weddings. Like I'm like, yeah, I've enjoyed my time here for sure.
I know that's right. So you did you accomplish what you set out to do in Alaska, like you said, and build the connections and just see what's out there?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest goals coming out here was like building my network up, and like coming from the business mind, I guess you could say. But I would say I definitely achieved that and met some great people that I could see helping me in the future with just like something so simple as like giving me a good letter of recommendation for something else. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
those are the main things that matter today.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You ain't lying because it's not about what you know; it's about who you know. That does right. So
Yes.
now that you're accomplishing your master's degree, hopefully you get it. We pray. We know you're gonna get it. You are an amazing. You've had a 4.0, and this I think this is your most out of everything you've ever done. To me, this is the most impressive thing I've ever seen. The most impressive thing that you've done is you maintain a 4.0 the entire time of your high school and college career. Can you speak on just the academics?
Yeah, academics were just it's funny because my parents like were never super like on me about like doing my homework and stuff. I've always been kind of independent with that because I just took so much pride in my grades, I guess you can say, and like my work ethic in school. Like work ethic, not only just it's on the court, but it's also just in the classroom as well. Like, and then it's important to have like I also think it's important to have that work ethic so then your professors are like, like this person cares. And then that's how you build rapport with your professors. And then that's how you get the good letters of regs. Like there's so like it's a domino effect with the stuff. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I've just been on like autopilot with the school just to get that 4.0. Like
Right,
I just be on go mode.
right. And can you just speak on just the importance for people out there of getting the good grades and maintaining the 4.0 because a lot of people out there they're oh god dang man I got this I got practice I got workouts and I got homework I got class and what you maintain the 4.0 to do that you had to put real effort into your academics and can you just speak on just that just the work school balance.
Yeah, I think it's super like important. Time management is huge. Like you gotta find your priorities and one thing my parents told me that always stuck with me throughout college was that like anywhere I go, like it's a business trip. Like at the end of the day, like yes, you want to have fun, like, but you gotta do the work first before you can have the fun. So it's like when you manage that time, it's like, okay, I'm gonna do my work early. So then Friday, Saturday comes around, I can like have a little bit of fun, chill out, you know what I mean? But if I don't do that work early, then I'm stressing Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like
Right.
it's all about your priority. And some people don't think like academics in school is a priority, but it's just as important as your basketball IQ, like any of that stuff, because it just shows what kind of person you are. And at the end of the day, yes, C's get degrees. But if someone asked, hey, what was that GPA? You'd be like, and it's like a 2.5, they'd be like, oh, okay. Rather than someone saying like, oh, it's a 4.0, they'd be like, oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, difference. There's a difference for sure. So yeah, it's anything you do, like all this is just business. That's at the end of the day.
So what about business that made you go into it? And what age did you know? Because you seem like such a forward thinker. What made you go into business?
Um, it's funny because I almost majored in criminal justice because that's what my dad got his degree in. And so my dad, he when he was in college, he first started in business and then he was like, "Oh, this is too hard. I'm gonna switch to criminal justice." So then I took it as a challenge at first and I was like, "Well, he couldn't do it in business, so I'm obviously gonna do it in business because
Right.
I'm just that kind of like at this point." And and so then it got like my minor was account like I had a concentration in accounting my freshman year and that was like cool and then I changed it to international management because at the end of the day I just want to travel the world, you know what I mean? And so I was like, okay, international management is the way to go. And I think business is just I think like it just helps with like real life skills, I guess you could say, like building your resume, like stuff like that. And business just it's a good setup for the real world, I guess.
And there was a reason why I wanted to bring you on because I didn't know if you knew this. Did you know that the most richest people in history were business owners? Rockefeller, Bezos, you know what I mean? Warren Buffett. If you really think about it, and there's a lot of people out there that think if I'm gonna be rich and successful, let me play sports. I feel like, and
Mm-hmm.
you chose it as if I want to be successful, this school is going, this basketball is going to help pay for this school. That's going to help with the business. And I didn't know if you ever knew that, so I wanted to just share that nugget right there that with you and the people that the richest people ever were business owners. And I didn't know if I knew that.
Yeah.
And I want to speak a little bit about your work ethic that you talked about. You worked at Family Dollar? Is that did I read that right?
Yeah, I did during COVID.
Just what made you do that? Like, I know it's about the money, but like, what was speak on just working at thing, going and working at Family Dollar. And I'm sorry if I read if that's sensitive information. I'll cut it out. But I
No,
read it and I
no,
was like,
no.
I gotta ask about that.
Yeah. It was during COVID season, so our season got canceled, and I had went back home for the year. Um, and my older brother at the time worked there, and he was like, "Oh, we need people," and so I was like, "Well, I mean, I got nothing else better to do, so I guess I'll work and work out, so make some money out of it." You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, I worked at Family until until our season was like back on again, and then I went back to Turlock.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Just what, like I said, the work ethic had to bring it up because I was like, or Red Dime was like, wait a minute, hold on, let me talk about that. Hold on. But just another thing I looked up, because I like to give people some things I looked up. You coach AAU basketball. Speak on that. I heard you coach fourth grade.
Yeah, I coached. It was my senior year of high school. I coached third and fourth grade AAU, and it was so fun. Like I enjoyed. I think that moment I realized I really could like see myself being a coach in the future and like taking on that profession because it's so enjoyable like seeing them grow from the beginning of the season towards the end of the season, and even if they're like third and fourth graders and like they can barely dribble, they kind of like were running with the ball and you're like, no, 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 put it on the ground. But it's like at the end of the season they're over there dribbling and like passing it, you don't even got to tell them, like they're running
Right.
plays now, like, oh
Yeah.
man, we did it. Like it
Yeah.
was so much fun, and the joy that I got from that, I was like, okay, like I could do this.
What are you gonna consider that? Doing that after you graduate?
Yeah, that's definitely something I want to get into. I want to get into coaching. My dream is to be a college coach for sure, and just possibly coach against my old coaches.
Well, we definitely know you have the connections and nothing else. We know you
Yeah,
definitely have the connections to make these things happen. And the last
yeah.
thing I have for you, because this has been an amazing interview, but last thing I have for you is one thing I'll try to ask everybody is give me a Taylor's quote, something that you want the people to think about and to take with them.
Ooh. Ah! Um, that's a hard one. Something to think about to people to take with them. I think maybe, I mean, it's something I'm still like working on as well, but I think you just have to find enjoyment in the struggle. I think that's my Taylor quote, because like being a college athlete is hard. Like no one said it was easy. Like you're gonna have nights where you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like truly, like man, like this is hard. I'm tired. My body hurts. I don't want to do that assignment. I just want to sleep. I don't want to get up tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. to go run and hear coach yell at me. Like our life is different compared to like anyone else. Some people can't even imagine our lives or like our schedules. And so it's just like find enjoyment in that thing, in those struggles, because it's not going to last forever. Like graduating now, I'm like, dang, like that part of my life is over now. Like it kind of hits me every now and then. I'm like, man, like
Yeah.
I wish I had like one more year. Like someone
Right.
can't stay for a year for me. Like, come on. But yeah, that's my quote.
I appreciate it. This has been an amazing, amazing interview. I really appreciate you for jumping on, Taylor Pye. This has been an amazing episode, and you are always welcome to come back on for a part two because this has been an amazing conversation, and I'm pretty sure there's so much more to unpack. And so, anytime that you want to come on, is an open invitation.
Yeah, I would love to come on again and speak on anything.